If you instantly understood why I named this video just the number 3, then congratulations, I probably played Fortnite with you. Or purposely pronounced your name wrong. Sorry, Kissy. She's really about to kill me when this is over. But no, this video has absolutely nothing to do with the number 3. It's about math. Wait, chill. Don't leave the video yet. See, I've never been very good at reading or writing. As a matter of fact, my English grades are quite often the lowest on any report card I've ever had.
But wait, don't you speak English?
If you've ever said this, you probably don't live in America, or you're my parents. The ability to speak and understand English literally has nothing to do with this class. Before I start hitting on English, just listen for a second. Everyone has different preferences, and everyone has a subject that they're better in than the others. It just so happens that I'm good at math and bad at reading. I can get A's after A's in math, unless I don't do the homework. I never do the homework. I would typically get all C's in reading, unless I did the reading that was assigned, which I never do. But my highest grade is quite often in lunch, because I always get A's. A pluses, A times. I get A squared in lunch. Well, I used to until I got into college. I paid $10 for 3 chicken fingers and fries yesterday. Okay, I need to stop thinking about food right now. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about English as if it was the worst thing since the bubonic plague. Because it is. Math was always the easiest subject for me to learn because, unlike every other subject, math is a concept that has consistent answers. 1 plus 1 will always be 2. 2 plus 2 will always be 4. You can't just pull out a random answer out of a black hole. It's not possible. All the answers are always consistent. 1 plus 1, 2, simple. 2 plus 2, 4, simple. Quick maths. I plus P over 2. Oh my god, what in the world did I just read? You know what? When in doubt, just choose C. The answer will probably always be C. 2 plus 2 does not equal 5. But in English class, everyone can have different answers to the same question, and all the answers can be right as long as you convince the teacher that your answer is correct. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but you can have any answer and it can actually be correct, even if it has nothing to do with the story. Think of the story The Torchic and the Hare. We all know the story.
Wait, what?
There was once a hare that believed it was the fastest animal in the forest. Then one day a Torchic challenged him to a race. And the hare was like, "You can't beat me, you're just a slow Torchic." And they started the race. The hare was winning and he decided to take a nap before he even passed the finish line. Don't ask me why, it was a stupid story.
That's not how the story goes.
The Torchic finally caught up to the hare and he saw that the hare was sleeping on him. And he decided to use fire spin on his toes, and then he went on to win the race. Who wrote this script? Oh wait, that was me. Okay, quick quiz question. What do you think is the theme of this story? I'll give you about 5 seconds to answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Was your answer slow and steady wins the race? Well, you'd be correct. Did you say that the story was about prejudice? Because the hare believed that all Torchics were slow, even though he was definitely winning by a couple of miles probably, but that's not what's important right now. If you answered that the theme of the story could be that you should never sleep on a Torchic, I'll also give you 100 points for that. That is such a great answer. Well thought out.
Well, I believe that's about male privilege.
No, sir!
I'm going to have to give you a G on this assignment.
A G? Why a G?
Because giving you an F would be too generous. But I believe I made my point. I don't like English because the answers are too vague. This gets even worse in poetry because the reader can have any interpretation that they want to have for any given poem. Listen to this poem. The roses have died. The life has flied. And there are matches where all the bodies slide.
That poem was doo-doo.
What message is the poet trying to convey? The world is in chaos. We need to appreciate life. Everything starts and ends and starts again. All of those answers are wrong. I literally made that poem in about 7 seconds. All I did was try to find words that rhymed at the end. There was no hidden message. Oh yeah, and then there's reading. So I don't read more than I have to for a particular assignment. Except for when I was younger, I distinctly remember reading 2 Diary of a Wimpy Kid books in one day. But since I'm being honest about it, I should probably mention that the only reason I actually read it was because almost every page had a picture on it. Or 2. And in some cases, the whole page would basically be one big picture. So if there's no pictures, I'm not reading it. I'm not trying to diss anyone that loves reading or wants to be a reading teacher when you grow up, because listen, you actually know what you want to do with your life. You found what makes you happy. When I was younger and people asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, do you know what I always said? Taller. So I respect that you already know what you want to do with your life. And I'm sorry, Casey, this was number 3. And I respect the resolve that you have to become a teacher. I wish you luck on all of your future endeavors. And just remember to always eat your brownies. No, not me, like actual brownies. Just like remember to eat your brownies, because you know, like I'm the brownie man, and I'll steal your brownies. So now I realize I was probably very sleepy when I wrote this script, because what am I reading? I don't know why I'm talking so much as if I'm trying to hit some kind of word count that a teacher set. Who knows? I don't know. Chocolate covered brownies.